alright. What you see here is a Harbor Breeze Builder's Best / Classic ceiling fan. Though by the time that this one was being sold, I think it was called a Classic. This is actually not a Classic or Builder's Best, to be honest. It's actually, well, the name of this one, specific one was sold under was Harbor Breeze Springfield, since this was actually the one that came with the white kit. I got it from Nathan Dasilva, better known by his YouTube name, Espoon120. But I'm just showing you about the white kit because I actually like, because it's basically the Builder's Best / Classic with a white kit. That's really what it is. So without the white kit, it basically makes it the ladder, the Builder's Best and the Classic. So yeah, it's actually a pretty good performer. I already tested it with the white blades. If you guys didn't see that, definitely check that out if you want to see it with the white blades without the white kit. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get a video of it with the white kit tonight. I still don't know where the white bulbs are, but I'm still looking for them. If I can't find them, I'm definitely going to have to do a video of it tomorrow night or tomorrow. So yeah. But this fan I got for $10. This is actually the first fan I saw on this channel, and that's actually what led to me to find it, because this is actually the first time I'll say that for the video I do when it's actually the Springfield with the white kit. So yeah. But I used to see these fans quite a lot as a kid. Especially like that golf course that has two of them, Old Draw Bronze. There's that wash and dryer place that has them in white. There's 5 of them. No, not wash and dryer. The laundromat. Not like I didn't even say like. Well, it's kind of a wash and dryer place, but you guys get what I mean. They are pretty common in my area, but the ones I've seen in public are pretty beat up. They're not, because they usually are just not really used that much, or they just don't get cleaned much. And there's also the one that's at that bakery place now. I'll post a video of that in the description below, I guess. But I'll post all the videos that Nathan did of his fan in the description along with his channel link. And this fan did replace a Hampton Bay Littleton, which is this fan replacing that was definitely a big improvement, because this fan is actually definitely cools down the room pretty well. If I didn't have the Infinity up, or if I didn't have any of the better quality fans, this definitely would be a good. If I didn't have any Hunters or Classic Model fans, this will definitely be what I put up in my bedroom, to be honest. Since this fan is a little bit better than the Glendale, it goes faster, it moves a bit more air. I feel like it's a bit more reliable, and it also has 4 lights, so that'd be improvement. The only thing I don't like is the white kit that it has in it. It's candelabra base, but yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, let me go ahead and bring up close. I'm showing you the bleached oak side this time. The one thing I don't like about Harbor Breeze's bleached oak is it is a bit dull looking compared to the bleached oak that you see on other brands like Hampton Bay's bleached oak. It's a little bit more. It has more coloration to it. But I still like how this fan looks at the bleached oak side. I actually prefer the bleached oak blades, to be honest. And I forgot to show in the previous video of the white blades. Here is the Harbor Breeze logo right there. That's actually the only spot that this fan has the Harbor Breeze logo. It's basically the same thing as the Harbor Breeze Crosswinds, which could be a fan that I might be selling. I did, in that vlog I did earlier this year, I said might be selling some fans, but I had to delete it because something got messed up with it, so I need to redo the video. So that will be uploaded later on this week. So yeah. So yeah, this fan, it runs great on all speeds. It does have a bit of a hum to it, like a motor sound to it, which I'm not surprised. It's a newer fan. Newer fans, they do kind of make some, depending on the brand, they kind of make like a motor hum to them. But also this is kind of a builder fan, which when I say builder fan, I'm not saying it as a way to make it seem like a cheap made fan, which it is, but I'm not like saying it as a way to put it down or anything like that. But builder fans are kind of known as for like fans to like buy when you like building a new place or you're renovating a place. These are like the type of fans that they would put up. So they kind of like are made as fans to just for temporary installs. Whoops, still on reverse from previous videos. So yeah, here's high, medium. Okay, there's low. Forgot to put it back to forward from after the previous video. I do apologize for that. The road speed on this fan, I actually didn't mention it in the previous video, but I forgot to mention it. I do feel the road speed on this is a little bit fast, especially for a 5-weighted fan, but well, 5-weighted fans don't, they seem to be, it's usually by the appearance of the blades, like a 4-weighted fan when you see it on low, it looks like it's going slower than it does on with 5 weights, but it just goes a little bit faster compared to like a Hunter lows or like a Hunter's low speed or a classic model's low speed. So, but yeah, this is definitely this or the what is it, the Harbor Breeze Tiempo, the fan that Brandon St. Johnson has in his parents' bedroom. The Springfield and that are probably my favorite fans from Harbor Breeze. There actually are some fans of Harbor Breeze that are childhood fans, but I just don't remember the names of them, and I don't have any of it. I do have the catalogs of it, so I need to do a video for that for you guys. But I did show it to Brandon when he first came here for the first time, but I just don't know where I put it since then. But yeah. It does have the road speed does do a decent job of moving on something on low. But I was saying, this would definitely be a very good fan to use as a replacement stock, because they are very common. I wouldn't use this one as a replacement stock because I've been wanting one for a while, so that's just me. But if I was finding another one, I would use the other one I found as a replacement stock. And also I got this from Nathan, so also this is the first one. This is the first time I've seen one when I saw this video. When he did the video of it originally with the white kit, that was the first time I saw one. So I mean, this exact one was the reason why I wanted a Springfield. So I kind of don't want to part. I don't want to part ways with this one for that reason. So yeah. But it does move a decent amount here. No, it's actually making me a tiny bit cold in here already because of it. But also, it's already a bit cold in here as it is. My room, it's not as cold as it was at the old place, which is a good thing. So let me move up to medium. But I honestly wouldn't mind installing this in my bedroom for a short time. In this place, to be honest. Of course, I'd put it with the white kit. So I do like the look of it, although I know I'd get a ton of hate for it, which honestly I don't care if I do or not. It's my choice. It's my bedroom. I can put up whatever I want. But I just know that I wouldn't keep it up long enough to really enjoy it, because I know I'd prefer to put something else I'd like more. Like the low profile 1 or 2 in white. Those are something that I'd probably put up and have it for maybe a year or less. This probably maybe less than a month, to be honest. The Glendale I liked a lot, but at this point, the Glendale is more like a fan that I wouldn't really keep up that much. I don't know, the Glendale is more sentimental to me, and this one could last a while, but it's mostly the blade finish. I don't know. But this is definitely a fan I wouldn't mind having installed if I was to get my own place. Definitely not a garage fan, because this one actually is good enough to be installed inside of the house, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But it's obviously there's better fans than this. But yeah, it's actually making the Infinity move a tiny bit on medium. That's a first. I haven't had any 52-inch fans do that. Especially you haven't had any fan make the Infinity spin a little bit on medium. So that's quite impressive. So yeah. I know the newer version of this fan, the Harbor Breeze Classic, I just call it a Classic 2 because basically, because they had a Springfield 2, and this is a Springfield right here, but just without the white kit. Springfield 2 basically has new vents and a new blade arms. I think the blade design, the blades themselves are still the same, but basically new blade arms and new redesigned blade arms and vents. So that's really all it is. But I do like how it looks, so I do want to get one of these days, but I might just get the Classic itself, just because the white kit on this fan I can probably put on there and just make it a Springfield 2. Although I wouldn't want to buy it brand new because it costs $50. I wouldn't mind spending on it, but I know I could find it used somewhere, maybe at a Habitat, for a lot cheaper. So that's the main reason why I wouldn't want to buy one brand new. The newer Armitage is one I actually do want to buy because brand new, because it's $30. It's not Yeah, that's usually what I spend on used fans anyways. With $50, that's not usually out of my price. Depending on a fan, I won't spend that much on it. But if it was like an original, I definitely would spend more than $50 on it used. So yeah, but this fan definitely does a great job on medium. But I'm just comparing it like compared to other Harbor Breeze fans that I've seen in person and how they perform. When I say like a fan does pretty good on each speed, I'm not comparing it to a classic block. I'm just comparing it mostly like in comparison to other fans from this brand. That's really what I mean. But from like every fan video that I do, like when I tested the Littleton, it was decent. It definitely I felt some more air movement from the Littleton. There's some other fans of its kind that are cheaply made. That's usually what I refer to when I me and when I'm doing comparisons. Like when I just did the hug the ceiling fan, the new tone one. It didn't move as much air as this, to be honest, but that's also because it's a 42-inch fan, and also when I said it was a good air mover, I kind of like refer to it as a good air mover for a generic 42-inch hugger. So just so you guys know what I mean by like when I compare the speeds and air movement of the fan. So let me go ahead and move it up to high. Well, this is definitely a fan that I'm actually pretty glad to have. I do like this more than the Hampton Bay Quick Connect, but not as much as the Hampton Bay Camera 2. But this fan definitely does have a very fast high speed. For a newer fan, that is. A lot of newer fans with high speeds are not too quick on them. It goes faster than any low profile in my living room. That's without a question. And it does. I'll be honest. I can actually be honest. It does move a bit more air than a Hunter Coastal Breeze. I would say. Either it's kind of like a Hunter Coastal Breeze air movement, a little bit more, a little bit less. Actually, no. I feel like it's either like between Hunter Coastal Breeze air movement or Hampton Bay Cameron 2 air movement, and Hampton Bay Cameron 2 moves more than the Coastal Breeze. So I have tested both, so I can give a fair judgment on that. One of the moves, it's just the Coastal Breeze is a pretty slow fan. So if it went faster, it definitely would move a lot more air. And I tested back when I tested the Chrome Cameron 2 Plus last year. That one was definitely a pretty good air mover. So it's in between that range, like Coastal Breeze air movement slash Hampton Bay Cameron 2 air movement. It's like in between that category. But they're both pretty. Cameron 2 is a lot better than both of those. But Hunter Coastal Breeze, just so for those wondering, it's kind of like in that area. So it's actually for new fans, it's actually not that bad of a fan. So for $50 is probably what they sold us for without the white kit. It was a pretty good deal for this fan at the time. Shut it on. Put it on reverse. And let's do the spin now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that this fan is also very. It's too plain looking for me to install my bedroom. That's the other reason. The Glendale, I would prefer to. If I was to install the Glendale over this, it's mostly because the Glendale has a little bit more characteristic. And it looks like it has characteristics like a vintage fan, but also has a few modern looks to it. So it's kind of like a combination of both, which is why I got that in the first place. Got the fan in the first place for my birthday. Well, it was a birthday present for my dad. He asked me which fan I wanted for the bedroom at the time, so I got that in 2013. 2012 actually I got it, so yeah, 2012 of October I got it, so yeah. I don't know, just like this one I feel like this looks too generic for my bedroom, which, I mean the Glendale was a generic looking fan, but it had something that you wouldn't see on that many fans. I guess you see pretzel brackets on a lot of fans. The look of the motor is very common looking. I mean, this is something I prefer putting in a kitchen more than in my bedroom, to be honest. And that's just me. Or a living room. I just feel like it looks more like a living room or a kitchen fan. This is like for my bedroom. I like to have something that looks more pretty unique looking. Like 800 Infinity, low profile with like a spotlight kit. The Glendale I thought was just unique because it looked like a vintage fan, just more modernized. That's how I felt about the Hampton Bay Glendale, so that's why I liked that one. Kind of like with the K industrials, like the ones that they have down there in the Dominican Republic, they have like the ones that look vintage, and then they have the one that's out now, and the one that discontinued, the older ones. It looks like that, but just more modernized. So yeah, that's what I like about the Glendale. It's kind of like it looks like a modernized Hampton Bay Landmark 3 Plus, but definitely a lot better air mover. So yeah. Alright, stop such in the same exact position as when it started in the video, so that's the first. Alright. Now for reverse on low. Could have done reverse first and then forward, but I don't know, I feel like some people don't really care about the reverse part, so that's why I just save it for the end for those who do care. I'm going to show it on reverse just for the heck of it now. Before I didn't do it, show my fans on reverse. I just show my going forward and reverse on a bit different. I just do it just for the heck of it, and also just for those who actually want to see them on reverse. It's also a way for me to tell how well a fan will do on reverse. Sometimes a fan moves pretty good amount of air on forward, but when it's on reverse, it doesn't really do too much. Like it doesn't. Like the low profile, when I put it on medium, I do feel pretty good amount of air from it on reverse. Like from the walls, I can feel nice. It definitely moves. It does the job on reverse. So some fans might not do that good of a job on reverse, so that's why I want to test them on reverse now. So yeah, it does do a good job on reverse on low. Right now for medium reverse. In fact, now that I think about it, I think it was might have been one of these in my cousin's house or my aunt's house here in the States. They're the ones that have 2 Harbor Breeze Crosswinds and maybe 200s in the bedrooms, 1 in antique brass, 1 in white, 2 Monte Carlo stylish. I think it's like the Hugger one that had to be a bull white kit, 1 in brushed nickel, 1 in oil rub bronze, and then they have like 2 Hampton Bay Patterson tunes in the 1 in the living room, 1 in the dining room and the kitchen. And the living room they had, I think they actually might have been Harbor Breeze built its best in white in the living room. I only saw it like once or twice, so I don't really remember it that well. But yeah. Okay, now for high. What I know that they did is they didn't throw it away. I feel like they had in that living room at first. They actually just gave it to a friend afterwards. So, although now I probably wouldn't care as much if it was a newer fan. It's a cheaper made fan, but it's actually turning on its own. Show it on high for a little bit before I shut it off, anyways. But now it's not moving. It just moved a little bit, but and that's it. Fan does do a good job on high reverse. Let me put it into the video by shutting it off. That's the only thing I was afraid of. It'd be hard to shut. Okay. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.